They said the Indiana Fever couldn't pull it off. Injuries, doubters, and a roaring Atlanta crowd stacked the odds against them. But with the season on the line, Lexie Hull made a defensive play that will be remembered for years. A single steal that ended Atlanta's dream of moving on and gave Indiana their Semifinals in nearly a decade.
Size on the ball with returner. Howard gets it up, but it's knocked away by Lexie Hull. Hull with the steal, and the Indiana Fever, beset by major injuries all year long.
The Indiana Fever weren't supposed to be here. Coming into this series, they were short-handed, missing their star rookie Caitlin Clark, who had been sidelined with a groin injury. Without her shooting and playmaking, many expected Indiana's offense to collapse. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Dream looked dangerous. They finished the season strong, had home court in this deciding game, and were built around one of the league's most aggressive offenses. On paper, this matchup was already decided. Analysts said Indiana didn't have enough firepower, but the Fever didn't care about predictions. They had been fighting uphill all season, and this was just one more mountain to climb.
Inside, Green Jones. Stopped by Odyssey Sims on her path.
Early on, Atlanta fed off the crowd's energy. They pushed the pace, hit shots, and built leads that felt almost insurmountable. But late in the fourth quarter, Indiana started to claw back. That's when Lexie Mitchell took over. She's been with the Fever since 2018, often overlooked but always steady. And on this night, she refused to let the season end. Mitchell hit jumper after jumper, cutting into the lead and silencing the Atlanta crowd. Each basket wasn't just points on the board, it was belief. You could see it on her face and on her teammates. Suddenly, the Fever weren't chasing the Dream anymore. They were catching them.
Yeah, they just got absolutely smushed by Phoenix. Ow! The lead is 6. Howard throws by Hull, puts it up.
And then, the moment that swung the game. With less than 10 seconds to play, Aaliyah Boston caught the ball in the paint. The Dream didn't collapse on her, but Boston didn't flinch. She muscled her way inside and finished the go-ahead layup. Boston, the 2023 number 1 draft pick, has been the foundation of this Fever rebuild. She's the anchor, the presence in the paint, and when her team needed her most, she delivered. That shot wasn't just a lead change, it was a dagger. You could see the fear ripple through the Dream as the ball dropped through the net.
Very early in the game that could very well come down the wire. It was a physical game, certainly. He thought maybe they got a little bit too caught up.
But Atlanta still had one chance. Down by 1, with just seconds on the clock, they set up an inbound play. One clean pass could fed up the game winner. And then came Lexie Hull. The former Stanford standout isn't always in the spotlight. Shard is a scrappy defender, someone who makes hustle plays most fans don't notice. But in this moment, the entire arena noticed as the ball left the Dream's hands. Hull anticipated it perfectly. She jumped the lane, snatched the ball clean, and in that instant, ended Atlanta's season. 1 steal, 1 play, and 1 stunned crowd. That single defensive stop will live in Fever history. It was a statement.
Hull with the steal! And the Indiana Fever, beset by major injuries all year long. It was a physical game, certainly. He thought maybe they got a little bit too caught up in that. Sims hits the basket, 26% in the first 2 games.
Lexie Hull may have sealed the win, but the Fever's journey here was built by everyone. Lexie Mitchell poured in 24 points, refusing to back down when the Dream looked ready to pull away. Aaliyah Boston added a double-double, controlling the glass and dominating in the paint. Odyssey Sims brought veteran leadership, steadying the offense in crunch time. And Natasha Howard added toughness in rebounding that wore Atlanta down possession by possession. This wasn't a one-woman show. It was a team win, a statement that the Fever are more than just Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They are a squad of players who step up when the lights are brightest.
Canada takes off and hits it! Great with 10 points so far. Sims drew him right into trouble and was able to score and get fouled. They will definitely need her
to hit some shots here in the second.
8-0 run for Indiana, ties it up, and Hillman ties it.
And for Atlanta, this was heartbreak. They led most of the night, had control late in the fourth, and seemed to be minutes away from advancing. But then, the turnovers started piling up. Missed shots in crucial moments, a rushed possession here, a broken play there, and in the final seconds, the inbound pass that became Lexie Hull's season-defining steal, which should have been a celebration in front of their home fans, turned into silence. The Dream didn't just lose, they let the game slip away.
Indiana has their first lead since 2-0.
Atlanta not calling timeout to advance the ball.
It's in the hands of Howard.
They don't have
Howard behind the back on Mitchell.
For Indiana, this victory wasn't just about one game. It was about history. The Fever haven't reached the semifinals since 2015, back when Tamika Catchings was still the face of the franchise. For nearly a decade, fans had waited for the Fever to return to relevance, and now that moment is here. They did it without Caitlin Clark, proving they're not a one-star team. They did it by outworking, outlasting, and out-defending a higher-seeded opponent. And they did it by reminding everyone that playoff basketball is about grit as much as talent.
That was their second fewest points that they've scored in any game this year, including the regular season.
One defensive stop changed everything. Lexie Hull steal wasn't just a highlight, it was a message to the entire league. The Indiana Fever are no longer the underdog. They're a team that thrives when the pressure is highest, and now they march into the semifinals with momentum, belief, and history on their side. And here's the real question. If they can knock out Atlanta without their star rookie on the floor, what happens when Caitlin Clark returns at full strength? For the rest of the WNBA, that's a terrifying thought.
Chance banked in by Alicia Gray. This is how quickly Chelsea Mitchell can get down the floor. And Alicia Gray, pardon me, has just picked up her second foul, so Hillman and Gray each with 2.
I want to hear from you. Did you think Lexie Hull's steal was the play of the playoffs so far, or was Boston's dagger layup the true turning point? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'll be checking them out and featuring the best ones in an upcoming video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps more people see these kinds of videos and keeps the channel growing. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment from the WNBA playoffs. We got more big stories coming. Player spotlights, behind-the-scenes drama, and game-changing highlights you won't want to miss, so stay tuned because this postseason is only heating up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.